Are you thinking about buying your first home and you don't know where to look? Are you ready to get out of mom and dad's basement or maybe get rid of that apartment that you've been in for years? Look no further. Today I'm going to share with you the 5 critical steps for buying your first home in Grand Rapids, Michigan. Hi, Kevin Yoder, team leader of Yoder Real Estate, bringing to you valuable information about all things real estate and living and working in the Grand Rapids, Michigan area that you cannot find anywhere else. And if you like this video, make sure you like it and subscribe to it so that you can see more content just like this. Okay, let's get into it. The first step, now I'm gonna give you these in the right order, and I highly recommend that you take a pen out and write these down, okay? You can always reach out to us if you wanna know more about these steps. They're critical, and so they're common denominators of a successful home purchase in the West Michigan area, okay? And I've been doing this for 20 years and I've guided thousands of buyers through this process. If you follow these steps, it is going to be smoother, easier. You're gonna get into the right home at the right time and for the right price, believe it or not. Here we go. So number 1 is assess your readiness. What does that mean? I'm gonna go through these quickly and we can always touch base later if you wanna dig deeper on this. Number 1 is assess your readiness. Get a amount in your savings account that is 3 to 6 months. Some people say it's not necessary. Oh, it sure is, because if something should break down, you're going to then need to reach into that fund and self-fund the repair. What is a bad idea is if something breaks down and you reach into your wallet and grab the credit card and swipe it. If you can do that and pay it off, super duper. I'm getting into the philosophy, sort of my personal philosophies on this, and I promise you they will serve you if you lean into those two. 3 to 6 months of your monthly bills, write them all down, make a note of it, and multiply that by 3, 4, 5. I would say 4 to 6. Let's not do 3. 4 to 6 months. That way you have an adequate savings should something go wrong. If an event occurs, furnace, water heater, air conditioning, heaven forbid 2 of those happen at the same time, you're gonna be able to self-fund that, pull the money out, pay for it, and then replenish that account rather than leaning onto the old credit card. Okay, number 2 is get pre-approved. Find a lender that is local, has relationships with local real estate professionals, because you're gonna have a much better chance of getting your offer accepted if the real estate agents know the lender, they've worked with them, there's a track record there, okay? I know you work with, maybe you have a bank that you've been going to. Look for a lender that is in the game of lending money to buyers. I have a bank that I've been with for years. I've been with them for 15 years. I have not used them for a mortgage because we have lending relationships with people that know how to get you the right rate at the right time and have relationships with agents, which is a better chance of you getting into the right home. Here's the deal. Get that pre-approval letter up front. Don't wait until later. If you find something on your credit report now, you can get it fixed early rather than waiting until later. That impacts your payment over a 30-year period. This is a big deal. You have time then to clean up the credit report. But Kevin, my credit score is perfect. Guess what? So is mine. I said the same darn thing. I got pre-approved, this is years ago, and I was ready to buy a house. Little did I know there was a $12 bill that was lingering from the past that I couldn't get cleaned up in time. So my interest rate ended up being 0.25 higher, which means my payment went up by like $100 a month. This is a big deal. I don't know about you, but I kind of value that $1,200 a year. So get the pre-approval letter earlier than you might think. You can always re-up it without having it impact your credit score, and then you're ready to go. It's putting the horse in front of the cart, if you will, okay? So that's number 2. Number 3 is location. Location, location, location. Why is it always that's the most important thing? Because it just is. Think about it. Of all the things about your house, you can improve your house, you can add on, you can take rooms off, you can make the kitchen better and brighter, you can add a room, a bedroom, bath, you can finish the basement. You can't change the location unless you move the house, which doesn't ever happen. So think about how important that is. So get clear on the location. Choose one place. Yes, one. I know. You could live anywhere. I hear it. At the same time, there's usually one place that is the most important. Center in on that, and it's based on your own preferences of school district, proximity to parks, restaurants, walkability. There's a walk score, walkscore.com. Check that out. This matters a lot because the home that you drive home to every day, home is where the heart is, but the location drives that bigger than anything else. It has more of an impact on whether you like your home or not than any other factor is where it's located. So get clear on that, get the top 1 and then maybe 2 others, but don't go so broad that you're willing to live in 20 locations. It's gonna be frustrating for you as someone looking for a home and extremely hard to hone in on that right place. Okay, number 4, is get clear on your must-haves. Your must-haves are not the same thing as I might like. So this market, especially now, and as we're moving into a different type of market, is not the type of market that everything is I want to have or I need to have. This is clear that you need to have your top things that you must have in a home. Get clear on what those are, and these are things you cannot settle for. So in other words, it matters more if you have a garage, if you want a garage, than say, I need to have a fenced-in backyard. Why does that matter? Because to put a fence up is not that big of a deal. To add a garage is a bigger deal. So you see what I'm saying here? So I must have 3 bedrooms because I have X amount of people that are going to occupy the property, versus say, in the same example, I must have a fenced backyard. I had somebody that was just adamant about the fenced backyard. I'm like, it's going to be like $1,000. Put a fence up. See that? But they were missing out on great homes because of the fence thing. Don't worry about the fence. Install that later. Get the must-haves down. I must have bedrooms. I must have bathrooms. I must have a garage. Is it attached? Is it detached? Is it attached or detached? You get the idea. So those are your must-haves. And number 5, really super important. Lock into a relationship with a real estate professional with a proven track record that has the capacity to find homes that are not on the market. What? Not on the market? Right, because this market has changed. There's a lack of inventory. We have low supply, high demand in January, and that's going to continue. That trend will likely continue throughout the year. So what does that mean? There's not as many homes on the market. And that means that your agent has got to be a baller, someone out there looking for property. While you are sleeping, your agent is working and looking for homes that are off the market, knocking on doors, making phone calls, doing the work. They have your back. They know what your must-haves are. They know your location, and every waking hour of the day, they're focused on finding that right home for you. So lock into that right agent and make sure you're doing the 5 steps. I will repeat them. Number 1, have an adequate savings. So that's assessing your readiness. Number 2, get a credit, get your pre-approval letter, making sure you have your credit score. You can clean anything up that's negative on that. Number 3 is location. Location. You get clear on that. Number 4 is find your must-have list. And 5, super critical, hire the right agent to get the job done for you. It'll make a big difference in the negotiating power and finding that dream home so you don't have to settle. If you'd like to know more about this topic, you could always head on over to yoderrealestate.com. If you like videos like this, make sure you smash that like button and subscribe, because I'm coming at you with topics of interest on all things real estate and living and working in Grand Rapids. And you cannot find this information elsewhere. Hope you enjoyed the video today. If you need anything from us at Yoder Real Estate, head on over to yoderrealestate.com and make it a great day, my friends.